Hey everybody, today I'm gonna make a super easy ginger candy with fresh ginger. Ginger candy, it tastes great when you want that little zing and just something to suck on when you don't want to have a hard candy or something unhealthy for you. It is pretty strong though, pretty pungent. But I'm making this candy for a winter wellness kit for all my friends that I'm giving them for Christmas. So the reason we're including the ginger candy in the winter wellness kit is ginger is great for fever, right in those beginning stages when you're feeling cold and you need to get warmed up, help your body sweat that fever out. That is diaphoretic is what it's called. Stimulates your body to sweat. Another reason we'd want ginger candy in our winter wellness kit is it's great for congestion. It's very pungent, and just the fumes of it and sucking it will help your body expel that mucus, get it out of there. That's the way we get rid of the virus. Ginger candy is great for a sore throat. That tingling, if you try one, you'll know. That tingling sensation will help relieve your sore throat. It soothes it and makes it not hurt so bad. Calms the inflammation. How about that? It also would help with a cough. This is something you could just suck on when you need something in your mouth. You ever get that dryness and you just need to soothe it constantly, or otherwise you have that dry hacking cough. Ginger candy will help you out with that. So all I'm going to do for this candy, it's going to be pretty easy. I'm going to peel it. I'm not peeling it perfect, but I am just scraping off most of the outer shell like this. I don't know if you can see that, if I'm getting the right angle. So after I'm done scraping, then I'm going to slice it all up, and I'm trying to get better at looking you in the eye rather than looking at me. I don't know if you can tell, but I had somebody tell me that. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna scrape all these off, and then we will touch base right after that. All right, so now I got my ginger all scraped. It's pretty clean. It's not perfect. It really doesn't matter. You could leave the peel on there if you wanted. And I'm just gonna slice it up into, I don't know, thin slices, not paper thin. Maybe 1/8 of an inch. I don't know, something like that. We're gonna boil it after we're done slicing it. Okay, so I got my ginger just about sliced up. I did actually pull out my handy dandy slicer. I don't know why I didn't use that in the first place. But if you have a slicer, I would use that. You'll get a much more consistent slice. And as I was sitting here slicing, I was thinking about, I did forget to mention that ginger is anti-microbial, which means it's gonna create a less hospitable environment for all those germs, be they viruses or bacteria that are in your body making you sick. So I'm cutting these little ends because I don't like to waste anything. All right, there we go. Now we're just going to put these in a pan, and we're gonna boil them until they are somewhat translucent. And we're gonna save some of that water to add to make the candy. So I want these just barely covered. All right, here we go. I don't even know if you can see, but I got them just barely covered with water. Now I'm gonna put them on, boil them for 20 to 30 minutes, and I'll show you how they look at that time. We'll meet you over by the stove. So here's what the ginger looks like in the pan simmering. And then we got a translucent piece next to a raw piece, so you can see what it should look like when it is ready. All right, So what I got is about 10 ounces of ginger cooked, which is not in here because I already put it in the pan and I thought I was video recording that part. And obviously I wasn't. So after I boiled it down, I strained it out, saw how much ginger I had, and I added an equal part of sugar. So I had 10 ounces of ginger in the pan and 10 ounces of sugar in the pan. My recipe calls for a pound of ginger since I only had 10 and a quarter cup of the reserved liquid from boiling it. So I added about 2/3 of that quarter cup since 10 ounces is about 2/3 of a pound. A pound would be 16 ounces. So now all we're gonna do is keep cooking this down and stirring it for about 20 minutes. All the liquid's gonna go away and it's gonna start to crystallize the sugar on the ginger. You wanna stir it pretty often so it does not burn. That's what we got in here now. I want to show everyone this. As soon as you melt your sugar in there, it's going to look like you never even dumped your water out. All the ginger is going to start to release its liquids back out and shrivel back up. They're getting smaller already, so we're just going to keep letting them cook. This has only been a minute and they're all watering out. Here we are about 10 minutes in. We still got a lot of liquid, but you can tell the ginger is getting candied, like it's browning, it's kind of shriveling up. And what's gonna happen is as it dries, it's gonna dry like exponentially. It's gonna seem like it's not doing nothing, the liquid isn't going anywhere, and then suddenly the liquid's gonna all go away pretty quickly. So keep an eye on it. You really can kind of slack with the stirring in the beginning, but as you get to the end, I would stir it at least every 2 or 3 minutes and stay nearby. Now we're getting real close to the end. We're waiting for the mixture to look fairly dry, which means everything's going to adhere to the ginger. You notice when I scrape now, it all kind of goes along with it. So I'm being really careful, making sure to stir it at least like once a minute. This took a little bit longer than I thought, being it's winter. I thought it would dry out really fast. We're on about 25 minutes now. So this happened since about 2 minutes. So now I'm gonna pull it out quick so it doesn't burn. All right. So it really is amazing. It is liquidy, and then within 2 minutes you have like this solid, dried out chunks, which is really what you want. They're really hot, so be careful. I'm gonna try and set my camera down and separate some of the pieces though when they're still warm. So there you have it. I have probably, oh, my timer's going off. Probably about 50 pieces of candied ginger. It's pretty easy. It does take some time with the stirring, but they have little sugar crystals on them. They're pretty firm, not like a totally hard candy, but they really are delicious whether you're sick or not. I don't know if you're into the sweet and spicy, but they're spicy and they're sweet and they just really kind of wake you up no matter what's going on. So I'm going to put some of these in some tins, and these are my last component of my winter wellness kit for my friends. So we'll be sending those off. Well, I'm actually going to personally deliver them, but whatever. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe to my page and add some questions or comments. So I know people are watching out there. If you're interested in trying the crystallized ginger candy, you can check out my Etsy shop too. I will have a link to that underneath. So I hope to see you soon and have a great day. Bye.